might be hers.
In this painting, I was thinking in terms of combining candy.
I will if you make it first.
My name is Gary Gaydos, manager of the Florissant Civic Center Theater.
Hi, my name's Gary Gaydos. Welcome to another edition of On Cue. This is where we take a peek backstage about a month ahead of time to see what's coming down the tracks. And it's your chance to get involved in the action as an audience member. We're looking forward to the summer musical, a tradition the Hawthorne Players are proud of here at the Florissant Civic Center Theater. And I have with me as our main cooking bottle washer this time, the director of the upcoming musical comedy Carousel, Adam Grun. Good to see you again,
Adam.
Nice
to see you too.
And we have Danny Grumich here is going to be in the show. Danny, welcome to the show as well.
Thanks for having me.
This is your first time on Cue, I take it.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you're the handsome leading man, Billy Bigelow.
That's right.
Yeah. Was that? Did you fall into that, or how did you? How many came out to audition for this? This is one of those roles
absolutely
that every young, good-looking guy wants.
Oh, absolutely! I'm very fortunate. Feel very honored. Yeah, Adam had talked to me, I guess around January about auditioning, and I'd been working and touring and doing some other regional work and stuff around the country, and was fortunate enough to have been able to come back this summer and be home to audition and all that. And there were a few others, and
this was on your bucket list. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So
how big a show is Carousel? How many people you got involved?
We were trying to talk about that because we knew that question would come up. We're about 22, so it's not as big as the producers, but we kept it real tight, and it moves very fluidly.
Is the pit orchestra in the pit really?
Yes, in the pit, so full 30-piece.
Yeah. Now, I heard a rumor before I got here, too, that there really might be a carousel on stage. Is that right? Or wrong, or is that in the bag still?
It's, let's just say that your rumors are very well
founded. Yes, perhaps.
Maybe not an entire carousel, but
a chunk of wood.
Well,
yes,
that's there is. It will be impressive.
Have you been practicing jumping off and on of the roller?
Absolutely, yeah.
Got to a few carnivals in town.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Now, this is a very apropos show. All seriousness, all kidding aside, in seriousness, this is the 70th anniversary of the piece's opening on Broadway, and that parallels to
the 70th anniversary of the Hawthorne Players.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Who knew that long ago both these traditions would keep rolling along? Wow. How old were you when you started in this business? Were you a young tyke yourself?
I started in high school when I, just doing shows for Mr. James Grumich, Danny's grandfather.
The grandpa.
Right.
Wow.
And so that kind of got me started and started going from there.
That's the famous North County Grumich.
Correct. That's right.
Populated. How many faculty members were at Aquinas Mercy over the years? Was Grandpa the only? How many teachers came out of your
let's
family?
see. There were Grandpa, my Aunt Mary Beth, his daughter, who's a special ed teacher now. My dad's currently working at Trinity High School. My Uncle Rob's at Chaminade, and my Uncle Tim, who's also in the show, is he runs the drama department out of Trinity. So,
so it's kind of It's like
kind of the whole family.
Wow, yeah.
Right. Can't get away from it.
You can't. No, that's a wonderful thing too, to have all that leadership, and they never really sponsored their own theater company, though.
Right.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
But have populated the Hawthorne ranks for many years.
Yes.
Have you tried your hand at directing as well?
Not really, no. I've just been kind of performing the last few years since college. So
you go on the road though. You seek work out of town. You're really doing this for a living.
I've been very fortunate. I've right out of college, I got picked up by a regional company and went to a few kind of combined national auditions, and have gotten picked up throughout the years. So going on about 3 years now, I've been working around the country. So
with the support from your family, that just makes all the difference.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So the high school experience as well. You both went to your alma mater. Is St. Thomas Aquinas Mercy, and where was it when you attended?
Where it was in its original location on Dunn Road.
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, I guess that was
Which is now changed hands and all.
Correct.
That. And then did you go to the?
I went to the Rosary location
version?
when it was Trinity.
Rosary version.
So. Oh, which was
right. Exactly. Yeah.
And one of your great competing schools.
Oh, I know.
Competing schools. I remember when that took place.
So do we. When they were announcing it was combining, we all thought, oh.
What an unholy alliance
Rosary.
among Catholics even. Oh, no. No, it's been great, and it's turned out
has.
well for the North County area, and everything is going well. How many young people are in the show itself? Are there younger people, or is it, what's the youngest person you have?
Youngest person is 8.
Oh, okay, good.
Yep. And so we've got, 8, 10, 13-year-olds, and then 18 all the way up to, shouldn't say.
No, but the challenge working with young people, too, that's a real challenge.
Right,
as well.
right.
I'm always impressed. Do you get a lot more auditioning for the younger juvenile roles when you do open auditions?
This show is specifically, we only needed a few, and so we didn't really have an open call. We kind of, if people came in that said, hey, can kids audition, we said sure, but didn't have a specific call for.
Do you have other stars I know from Hawthorne's vast array that are going to be in the show? One we were discussing just before the taping today, Patty Scanlon.
That is correct. She's playing Nettie.
Oh, how wonderful.
And
some other names?
Kay Love is in
great.
it. She's going to be playing Mrs. Mullen. I don't know if you remember that role, but it's a meaty, really good role.
Yeah.
And Paul Morris is in it, John Robertson, Robert Doyle. Wow. Some of the old Hawthorne favorites. Not old, some of just the Hawthorne favorites. Lori Renna will be in it, who's directed a few things for them as well. Wow. So it's got some people you'll remember. Tim Callahan, who was in Secret Garden, starred in the Secret Garden a few years ago.
Yeah. Do you consider this opera? I mean, operatic?
Yes. Yeah. It is.
It was just on the cusp between
the
light operas, really, and coming into musical comedy genre.
And it's when you look at it in terms of dance, it's only 2 dance numbers in the show, and that's about it. So I mean, it is more. What I liked about it is more character. It's more singing. It's I can tell a story and not just rely on big props and comedy.
Did you ever do a high school version of this? Did they ever do one?
I never have.
Very few are done, actually, because it's a difficult show.
It is a difficult show, and I feel that you really have to push your actors to get to those characters and to really show the depth of who they are and not be they can't be one-dimensional people. Yeah.
Now, you don't do all these tasks yourself. You have others helping you in some of the design aspects?
I do.
Who might we know that's going to be designing?
Well, Danny Austin, who is my AD, and he will be stage managing. He's done all that before. Ken Clark is designing the set.
Good designer.
And Sean Robertson of
Civic Center Theater fame.
Is our lighting designer.
Wonderful.
And Tracy Newcomb is doing our costumes. Robin Hartley's doing our choreography. Amanda Jackson is running sound. That's pretty. Good. It's. I like to surround myself with people that know what they're doing, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, the work's going to be hard enough doing what you have to do. Well, this is a wonderful piece. Let's get some basics down, though. We don't want to miss the dates.
No, we don't.
And times and prices. Adam, can you fill those in?
Sure. The opening night is going to be July the 31st, and then we'll have and that's at 8 o'clock. And then Saturday, August the 1st at 8 o'clock as well. Okay. And then the following weekend, which is the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Right. And so that Friday and Saturday will be 8 o'clock, and then we'll have a matinee at Sunday at 2.
That Sunday matinee is going to run out the door, so I would urge you, if you were thinking about attending the matinee, what's the good price for this one?
The good price, the tickets are $20 and then $18 for seniors and students, but we have a group rate if you can get 10 or more.
That's the best price of all.
Right? 10 or more is $14.
The Grumichs are the only ones that use it. No, others use it, and it really, get your neighborhood together, get some friends, give some tickets to the mailman. They'll never forget you for this. Because it's sometimes one of the best kept secrets of the summer.
Agreed.
If you've just moved in here as well. Mm-hmm. There are people who have lived here and know the tradition and enjoy it, but boy, I tell you, it's just one of those rough things. So, Danny, tell me, are you single? Are you working on it, or what's going on here? Are you enjoying your bachelorhood, or?
Oh, well, I have a great girlfriend. Her name's
there you
Jen. Very, very supportive. So
Okay.
she's
She's
excited
not
to see
jealous
this.
of you being in this show.
Not at all.
She hasn't
she's,
seen it yet, though,
yeah,
so
right.
you never know. You never know.
It's a great love interest, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Very much so.
No, she's really supportive and she's really great. So
Is she in the business as well?
she's
or?
not actually. No, she's an accountant. So
You know,
she,
I think that's very wise.
Absolutely.
Right.
You'll be more stable in your
Right.
life ahead. No.
She'll
Definitely.
support him.
Oh, that's great. That's great. How many shows a year? They still do a lot of theater, I know, at the high school at St. Thomas. How many
yeah.
shows a year do they pull off there? Is it
It's-
spring and
Wow.
fall is the main gig
It's
Well, it's up to a lot
it's
now.
4 or 5.
there? Isn't that something?
He
Yeah.
does.
Wow. Do the alumni get together and do their own show still?
The alumni, yes, they do. They do, and
They
they
used
put
to
and
do
they
it.
do that separately from anything.
and
that,
that's like a fundraising
Yep.
thing they do. Have you guys ever been in there?
a few times, but many years
Few
ago.
years ago, yeah.
Many
Yeah.
years ago.
Well, that's a fun tradition when you keep getting together. And I guess you know some of your peer group that's gone on in the industry as
Yep.
well. Ain't that something? That's really a bonus to have that theater and
Right.
that program out there. I'll tell you what, because it also feeds into our volunteers,
Right.
and it's really a nice place to test your skills and to get them active. Any other treats in the show that we should know besides the carousel itself? Any tricks you've got up your sleeve that you can share with us?
You know, this is one of those shows that it can be done very simply, which is nice. You know, especially when you go to a group with your budget. and they say, "Oh, okay, good. Adam can do this show. So it's not going to be producer's budget."
Yeah,
but
people-
it's
Yeah.
I think that you will be very impressed with just the story itself, the characters. The dancing is beautiful, and our ballet sequences second to none. I think
Great.
that it's going to really drop some jaws there, and then just the singing, and then what our orchestra is going to be. I mean,
Yeah.
that the score itself is one of the most beautifully ever written, and then to hear a 30-piece orchestra.
Yeah.
You know, we have an actual harpist, which I think is great.
This is how
You
it
know.
was meant to be done, and more
Correct.
and more they're not done this way,
Right.
and that's a tragedy. It really
Right.
is, yeah. Well, Adam and Danny, it sounds like you're up for the task, guys.
We are ready.
Thank you.
It's going to be a beautiful summer in the city of Florissant. Buy those tickets, 921-5678, or go online, www.florissantmo.com. If you get the itch in the middle of the night, click on Buy Tickets Online when you get to our website, and you can pick them up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get those tickets, get those group rates going, and we'll see you guys this summer on stage with the hit Carousel. Now, we're going to take just a few minutes out and go over our calendar of events, where I will be able to review those things we couldn't fit in the studio to explore this day. Thanks for staying with us through the calendar of events. Miss Metro St. Louis, Miss River City pageants are here. These are the, not the finalists, but these are our local finals for the Miss Missouri pageant contestant. And they're going to be held here at our theater, these earlier pageants, August 15th. We have a junior pageant at 3:30, and then the Teen Miss program is at 7 p.m. in the evening. Phases of competition include an interview, physical fitness, evening gown, and talent. All of this for only $10. We will crown our new title holder that evening. So come and join us on August the 15th. Miracles Entertainment is here in the month of August as well, on August the 22nd at 7 p.m., presenting How Can I Find a Good Woman? This is an original piece by Donald Gill, and it's going to be on stage August the 22nd, 7 p.m. in the evening. 20 in advance, 25 if you wait and buy at the door. So do buy in advance. It's a romantic comedy drama for the whole family. Love-craved husband goes over and beyond to win the affection of a spoiled, selfish wife to be rejected by her repeatedly. He eventually finds love where he never thought he would. It's a hilarious romantic comedy, and Donald says you won't want to miss it. It's written and directed again by Donald Gill from our area. Next Generation Theater Company is here then next, presenting Singin' in the Rain. That's a musical comedy going to be on our stage August 28th and 29th. There are two performances on the 28th. One on the 28th and two on the 29th. On August the 28th, 7 p.m. curtain, and on the 29th, 2 and 7 p.m. curtain on that Saturday evening. And then that next weekend it appears on September 4th and 5th, again, Friday night, 7 p.m. curtain only. Saturday night, 2 o'clock matinee in the afternoon and 7 p.m. in the evening show. Next Generation Theater Company presents the greatest of all movie musicals in Singin' in the Rain. It's an adaptation of the original screenplay. Every unforgettable scene, song, and dance is accounted for from the movie, complete with the show-stopping title number and the on-stage rain. Hilarious situations, snappy dialogues, hit parade score of Hollywood standards. You don't want to miss this perfect entertainment for any fan of the golden age of the movie musical. Grab your ticket and come on by. $15 in advance for adults, $12 for students, and $10 for children 12 years of age and under. The next show we have on stage is Gordon's Entertainment presenting 6 Jazz Heaven series. Again, this is the 6 Jazz Heaven series, one of not 1, 2, 3, 4, but the 6th one, presenting St. Louis Legend. They call themselves the St. Louis Legends. On August the 30th, this is a 4 p.m. Sunday afternoon curtain. Admission is $27.50 for single tickets. There are group rates available if you call our box office. This Jazz Heaven series pays tribute to those who have graced and entertained on St. Louis stages with songs, musical compositions, dance, and poetry. Again, Jazz Heaven series, St. Louis Legends, their 6th appearance in the St. Louis area on our stage, August 30th, Sunday, 4 p.m. The Alpha Players are presenting their musical comedy, Oliver, this fall as well, beginning on September 25th and 26th, Friday and Saturday evening at 7:30 p.m. in the evening. That's a time change for the Alpha Players musical. And then on the first full weekend again in October, October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Friday and Saturday again, 7:30 p.m. curtain, a half an hour early than their old curtain times, and a matinee to end the run of the show, October the 4th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Their admission for adults, $20, $18 for seniors and students, and $12 for children under 12. Their group rates are available by calling the box office as well. There'll be a wonderful night of musical theater when Oliver hits the stage, presented by our own Alpha Players of Florissant. Finally, in the month of October, the St. Louis Family Theater Series returns with Caps for Sale. That's a great hit for the kids. That's from the Adventure Theater at MTC in Maryland. Those shows are on stage October 9th, 10th, and 11th, Friday evening at 7:30 p.m., October 10th and the 11th, 2 o'clock matinee. This is the 27th year we've done this series with the Junior League of St. Louis in cooperation with the City of Florissant. You want to celebrate the 75th anniversary of this book, Caps for Sale, on our stage, and it's a new musical to enchant the whole family, $7 to all, and the opening show in our family theater series. Also, we'd like to remind you that coming up, we have the beginning of the Applause series here with Only Just a Minute, presented in October. You can pick out the show. It's going to be a hit October the 17th on our stage at 8 p.m. as part of the Fine Arts series. $35 is the usual price for adults, $28 for seniors and students. If you subscribe to Applause, you get a big discount on top of their regular season ticket prices. Only Just a Minute is an original, powerful drama that tries to answer the central question, what price equality? This is a timely play presented for the first time in Atlanta just last fall. It is about the relationship between Benjamin E. Mays, who was then president of Morehouse College, and his mentee, Martin Luther King Jr., who also attended Morehouse. They had nonviolent fights going on at the time for equal rights, and this was presented in the show, how African Americans are still fighting for equal rights from many years ago. We have some interesting answers in this production. It's being introduced and produced by Bob Dockery here, who has presented award-winning programs about the African American lifestyle and culture for over 35 years. You want to be here for this one, part of the Fine Arts Council series. Learn more about the great Martin Luther King Jr. and his mentor from Morehouse College, the president, Benjamin E. Mays. Only Just a Minute, not to be missed. Also, the Northwinds Concert Band is here with their Sunday Afternoon at the Pops concert in October, on October the 18th, Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Under the direction, again, of Larry Marsh. This is one of our favorites for the season. They have tributes to Frank Sinatra and Marvin Hamlish in this one, and bright-spirited marches along with special soloists who you'll recognize from our own Hawthorne Players and other events in the theater. So, Do go online to www.northwindspan.org to look up more information, but otherwise buy that ticket, $8 for adults, $6 for seniors, and join us October the 18th for the matinee at 3 o'clock. Thanks again for joining us on Cue. Look forward to being here with you in the next 45 days or so.